Welcome to the show.
Right in the
Coffee
morning,
with Nikkie.
right
In this morning show, we are here to inspire you about building your own business and helping you stay on track of your goals. It's a daily cup of motivation. A supportive group of women who wants to see you succeed in your business, and we'll support you every step of the way.
right in the morning.
Just put your mind to it. Coffee with Nikkie. Coffee with
Wake
Nikkie.
up everybody in the morning. Wake up everybody. It's coffee with Nikkie, and we have to get our drink on. So educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Hey, we riding, yo. Wake up in the morning, 5 a.m. in the morning. I'm yawning, brainstorming when my mind is forming. Time to tune to this morning show early in the morning. Listen to Coffee with Nikkie. Oh yes, she's busy. If you need help, tune on the channel right with me. Strong, independent women, make it sound easy. Wake up everybody in the morning. Wake up everybody. It's coffee with Nikkie, and we have to get our drink on. So educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Hey, we riding, yo.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, y'all heard that? Me. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, you all. How you all doing this amazing morning? Welcome to Coffee with Nikkie. I am your host, Miss Nikkie, and this is your daily cup of information and inspiration. How are you doing on this fine, gloomy morning? Our morning is gloomy. We had a little ice situation yesterday. We had a whole little ice situation, and so there's a sheet of ice over everything. And so I was outside this morning shoveling and crushing ice so we can have a walkway to take out the trash because it's trash day today. I am going to be officially over the snow. I am officially over the snow because y'all, this 30 inches of snow is still here. It is still here. Sean said we're supposed to get up to 80, not 80 inches, excuse me. It's supposed to be, the temperature is supposed to rise up to about 80 degrees, y'all. So 80 degrees is summertime in the spring. In the almost spring. I'll take it. Take all this snow and melt this stuff away. Although it's pretty when it falls, it's beautiful. But honey, I'm over it. I am over it. And it hasn't been snowing a lot. Like, I like to sit in front of the window and watch the snowfall. If we had a lot of snowfall, then I probably have a difference of opinion. But no, we just had a lot of snow and it's just sitting there. And I'm like, this is not the same as watching the snowfall. So, that's what we got popping out there. I hope everyone is having a beautiful morning so far. So we're going to be talking about pivoting today. I know yesterday I was asking, what do y'all want us to speak about this week? What topic should we cover? And I know Big Meech had said pivoting. So I am going to be talking about pivoting. I started sharing my story yesterday about pivoting and, being on TikTok and stuff like that. So I'm going to talk about that too. And I'm also going to talk about Domino's pivoting, because Domino's had a huge pivot, right? Domino's had a huge pivot. And even though I know they're not supposed to be good for you, y'all, I love Domino's. Like, Nikki, that ain't good for you. I know, but I love Domino's. I do. Maybe they got some situation in the sauce. Maybe they got some situation in the crust. I don't know. But yeah, I absolutely love it. So we're going to be talking about them because they did a big pivot too. They did a big pivot in 2009. And so you can see the difference. And so we're going to talk about that. And if you need to pivot in your business right now and what you should focus on, So y'all take this link out, y'all share with your people and tell everybody we are live right now. So come on and join us. And we hope to see them here. Listen. If y'all didn't say good morning in the chat. If y'all didn't hit the like button already, I need y'all to hit the like button. I need y'all to hit the like button. Yesterday, I posted up on my stories. I posted up on Instagram my 100K video Yep, because I wrote it on my post-it. I shared that with y'all, right? I wrote it on my post-it and I said this is what I wanted to do. That was last year. And so yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm going back on TikTok tomorrow night. And let me tell y'all something. I said TikTok don't want me to be great. Excuse me. TikTok is I have a very even though I've done well on it, I have a love-hate relationship with TikTok. I do. I have a love-hate relationship with the platform because I've been hit since I've been on with my live body cocktail bar. I've been hit with two restrictions. One of those restrictions is deferring my payment. Another one is lowering my visibility. And I have another one. It's lowering my visibility, the payment, and something about the mall. So that means that I have lower visibility for people to find my shop. So I'm like, this is absolutely insane. Like, why would you know what I'm saying? Like, it's absolutely insane, but it's because I had a penalty. And let me tell y'all what my penalty was, y'all. I was out of a cent on Friday. So the girl who ordered says she would wait. She didn't want to substitute it. She said she would wait till Monday. And now hindsight is 2020. So now I know I'm going to be shipping, printing out them shipping labels ASAP. I'm not going to wait, right? And I held on to her order. I sent everything else out, but I held on to her order. And she said she wanted me to scoop it live on Monday evening. And so that's what I did. And they hit me with the violation, but they hit me with the violation. Listen, y'all, a Friday night I went on, they hit me with the violation on Sunday. Was it Sunday? Which day was the first, y'all? Was it Sunday? Yeah. They hit me with the violation on the first. You can't even ship nothing on Sunday. Like what? Like if you would have extended it till Monday, I could have, you know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't have, I still would have been pissed off. But really, really, you can't ship on Sunday. So I said, okay, I got you. So next time I'm shipping out, I'm going to make sure that, next time I go on, I'm just printing out all of the shipping labels. And if they're shipped out or not, the shipping labels are going to be printed because the shipping labels, and I may be sharing too much, I don't know, but the shipping labels are on their platform. So you got to do it through them. And that's how they know when something is shipped. Right. And so yeah, so that is my love-hate relationship. So they gave me the violation because I didn't ship her order out in a timely manner because you only got 2 days, y'all. So if you are thinking about going live on TikTok and you want to sell on TikTok, you got 2 days to ship. Okay. So you make sure you have the product in stock. And so yeah, I waited till Monday. I have her stuff, I did her order Monday evening, and then they hit me with all that stuff, and then I sent them the proof of everything, but hopefully things will go back to normal. And then so now I'm posting on TikTok, just regular content. And girl, I got one view on one of my videos. Are you kidding me? What are we doing here? Would y'all knock this thing on off? Knock it off, because listen, what are we doing? What are we doing? So I got a love-hate relationship with that. And so y'all got my real live, my real live perspective of what I think about being on TikTok. I actually like it. Like I said, I love the platform because it gave me a lot of views and a lot of likes and all of that stuff and a lot of orders. But I didn't like that part of it. And so when they feel like you didn't do what they supposed to do, they could hold your money. Like what? I shipped the order. I made the products. Why are you holding on to my money? Send me my money. Run me my money. So yeah, I got issues. I got problems I need to iron out. So with that being said, that's my love-hate relationship with freaking TikTok, y'all. So just make sure also, just a little FYI. And I probably end up doing a class on Bubble Babes. I probably end up doing a class on BCMC about TikTok shop and all that other stuff. Once I get a little bit more comfortable with it, you gotta wait 30 days for your first money to come in. 30 days plus after the delivery of the product. So after they get the product, you got to wait the 30 days. And I was thinking, because I went on and I asked the chat, I had a live whatever, and I was like, well, how long do you wait? And he was like, well, after they get the delivery. Had nothing to say about the first time you do this is 30 days because they want to make sure it's not fraud and da 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 da. And I could have did my due diligence and researched a little better. Again, hindsight is 2020, and I had not, and so I have to wait 30 days on my money, plus they put a what you call it on my thing. So like now I'm appealing, and so I have to see what's going to be happening. Also, I mentioned Louis Vuitton, right? And so they said that I was not showing Louis Vuitton. I didn't have permission to promote it and all this other stuff. And so they gave me a violation. That was my first violation. I'm like, I didn't say I had Louis Vuitton. I said that the scent was inspired by Louis Vuitton. And so they hit me. So listen, you got to be careful with the name brand. So if you are doing designer dupes, if you are doing inspired scents or inspired projects and inspired products, just make sure that either, I know I'm watching Stormy from Canvas Beauty, and what she does is she put the perfume in the video. So when she says she has a dupe of something, she has the actual perfume. And I was wondering, when I seen it before, I was like, why is she doing that? Like, it really made my spidey senses started tingling. And I was like, why is she doing that? But now I know, because I got hit with that stinking restriction. And so now I know by her putting the bottle in the scene when she's speaking about it, talking about her particular product that smells like that same thing, it shows that the product is actually in it, because when you pin it, you got to be talking about the product that you're speaking. The product that you're talking about has to be the product that is pinned. So it's a lot. So if anybody want a little parlay over on to the little TikTok shop, or you want to focus your time over there, I'm just letting y'all know these are a few things that I am learning. These are my life lessons. This is my hard knock life. I'm in the school of hard knocks. I did it so you don't have to, right? So I'm going to just keep you posted on the things that I'm learning and how I'm growing through it. So with that being said, it's crazy talk. It is crazy talk. Holding your money for 30 days, like what? I know on Whatnot, they hold it until the package is delivered and then they release your funds. But 30 days is crazy work. But I done signed up for the thing. I done went live a couple of nights. I done, builds up my little following over there. So listen, didn't Shan back away from from TikTok? She did, and she's back. So I don't know if she had a problem with TikTok. I don't know what was going on with it, but I do know she hasn't been on as much as she used to be, but she does pop on here and there. So I'm not exactly sure, why she's doing it that way. But yeah, she's on here and there. She doesn't, and she don't be on too long. She be on like 15, 20 minutes and she out of there. She in and she out. Whatever. I'm out. So yeah. And plus, they don't really like you. They really own your contacts, and it's understandable too, because that is their platform. They brought you to people. Got it right. So if you are, this is just a little my pointers. I wasn't sharing nothing, but I am now. If you are thinking about being on a TikTok shop, or you're thinking about going live on TikTok, do make sure that when you send out your thank you cards, that you have a way for them to like scan a QR code to sign up for your email list, because you do not own those customers. TikTok owns them. So when you get them, they barely give you their when you do their mailing label, that's when you get their name and address, but they do everything by the username and stuff like that. So just beware of that as well. So that's what I had to, my little TikTok problems. My little TikTok problems. So yeah, That's what's going on with TikTok. So if you are deciding that you want to go on TikTok, and I think it's a great move, like, because TikTok pushed me out. Like I said, I have 400 plus people in my room. So TikTok actually pushed it out, and every time I went on, I had over 100. Except for the last time that I went on, I barely made it up to 100. Big Meech said we did up to 97, but they lowered my visibility. So I mean, it's still good, and I'm grateful, even though I sound ungrateful, because I'm like, I ain't even get 100 people in my room. Girl, you was struggling to get 10. And here I am now, a week later, a week in, talking about I didn't get 100 people in my room, but I did get orders. So like, I sold out all my buckets, and yeah, you know what I'm saying? I sold out all my buckets. I think I shared with y'all yesterday. I asked for the ask, right? Because I had 2 buckets left, and I was like, I need to sell these 2 buckets, period. I'm not going to talk about features. I'm not going to talk about this. I'm not going to talk about that. I need to sell these 2 buckets. Who buying these 2 buckets? Asking for the sale, and somebody bought it. So don't be afraid to ask for the sale. Also, just beware. Just beware. There's a lot of things that come with TikTok Shop, so don't let that be your sole income. But yeah. It takes a lot of your time, because I was on it for quite some time. I was doing marathons. When I tell you I was doing marathons yesterday, I went to sleep in the middle of the day because I was exhausted. I was so tired. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so tired. And I actually just sat there and went to sleep. Like, but yeah. So if you're deciding that you want to go on TikTok, please look into it a little bit. Keep in mind what I said. Keep in mind what I said, and don't sit there and get discouraged, and I'm not going to get discouraged. I got two restrictions. I'm not going to get discouraged about it. I'm going to keep on showing up until I can't show up. You know what I'm saying? Or until whatever. But I'm going to keep on showing up. And I said, you know what? I even slacked on my whatnot. I was like, I'm probably gonna, now that I know that I could move like this, I'm moving and shaking like this on TikTok, I could do it on whatnot, because whatnot and TikTok, their selling platform is similar. I think TikTok adjusted a little bit to more of the whatnot platform, like how whatnot have the auctions and the giveaways and all of that stuff with the countdowns and all of that. I think TikTok adjusted to what whatnot was doing, because it really works over there. And yeah, so I need to figure out how to do both or whatever. But when I figure out my better system, y'all, I'll have more info for y'all, more intel for y'all, and let y'all know how to succeed on these platforms, because the money is out there. The people are out there. Just because we're seeing, all this stuff going on in the news, and we may be inundated with all this negative stuff, and all these people are doing this, and people are being laid off, and this is happening. There's other people out in this world that got money. Everybody out here is not struggling. Everybody out here is not affected by what's going on. So that does not have to stop you from showing up. Still show up, right? I don't care what's going on right now. I don't care if you have low sales, no sales. I don't care if you have an audience, a little audience. I don't care. You will still be able to make money. I'm sitting here talking about, I only had 97 people on my TikTok, but with those 97 people, I sold out of my ice cream buckets. Like, there's money out there to be made, right? So we can't sit there and say, just because a certain amount or a certain group of people are not spending, that doesn't mean that means that for everybody. So keep that in mind. It doesn't have to, you don't have to shut things down because things aren't working in your specific area, or you're feeling a certain type of way. Everybody is not feeling that way. So get out there and show up anyway. Somebody please put show up in the room, and show up in the chat, and let me see who's in the room, y'all. Let me see who's in the room. All right, so we got Big Meech in the building. Good morning, Big Meech.
I think I'm Big Meech.
Good morning, Big Meech. Big Meech be holding it down with me. And Big Meech, let me tell you something. I was so exhausted, and she has a regular 9 to 5, and I'm able to just like close my eyes when I wanna. I was like, oh my gosh, I feel so bad, Big Meech, and I feel so bad for all my friends who be on there late with me. And gotta wake up early in the morning. I know Kay was hanging out with me till like 2:00 in the morning one day. I was like, oh my goodness. I know y'all gotta be tired. But I just want to let y'all know I appreciate y'all so much, because what would I do without y'all? Good morning, Sheila from VA. Did I miss the prayer this morning, Miss Sheila from VA? Good morning on this Winning Wednesday. Yes, let's win this Wednesday. Because I'm gonna make sure we win this Wednesday. Yes, yes, and yes. Big Me said, y'all, please hit the like button. Is the math in? Please hit the like button, y'all, and share this thing on out. Yes, 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 yes. I'm trying to grow this too. We trying to grow this too. Good morning, Christina. Christina's in the building. She said, good morning. How are you doing this amazing morning? Good morning, Miss Anita. Miss Anita. What? Miss Anita. Miss Anita. Hey, Miss Anita. Miss Anita. Good morning, Miss Anita. How are you doing this amazing morning? Miss Anita says she is rested and restored and she is ready to go. Okay, so Kat and Bella is back. Okay, Kat and Bella is back on the map. So y'all stay tuned for Miss Anita. Okay. Watch out for Miss Anita. Miss Anita is hot stuff, honey. Hot stepping. Hot stepping, hot stepping, hot stepping. Good morning, sis. Good morning, Chantel. She said, good morning. You better thank a union member. It's gloomy here too. Yes, indeed, honey. It is a gloomy day.
You better thank a union member for sick leave. You better thank a union member for paid leave.
You better thank a union member. You better thank a union member. Good morning, Damien. Damien said, good morning, creative spirits. How are you doing this amazing morning? I will see you later, just like I will see Christina later too, because we got cohort tonight, y'all. See y'all later. Good morning, Felicia. Good morning, good morning, good morning. She said, good morning, Nikki in chat. Good morning, Felicia. How are you doing this amazing morning? Thank you, Big Meech. Big Meech says share out the live. Yes, yes, and yes, please. And thank you. Share it out, y'all. Share it out, y'all. Share it out. Yes, yes, TikTok is ridiculous, y'all. TikTok is ridiculous. So, I mean, and I'm not going to let it discourage me because a lot of people would have been like, what? I got to wait 30 days. What? They're going to hit me with a restriction. What? I got another restriction. I can't even talk on my live. What? I'm done. I ain't doing it no more. Yeah, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that because most people would have done that. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make it do what it do, and I'm going to make it work for me. So we got to think about that. We got to think about how can we make it work for us. Okay, so this can't be my sole income. I don't have the luxury of waiting for my money in 30 days. I don't have that luxury, right? It's not going to be every 30 days. And while I am waiting for that, I will be exploring and doing my other things. Like I will, I have my whole website. Like I have a whole website. I got a whole audience. I have a whole Instagram. You know what I mean? Like utilize the platforms. Don't just stop doing what you're doing on the other platforms because one is popping, you know what I mean? Because I kind of caught myself doing that. Like I'm like not posting as much as I should be posting on my Instagram, and my Instagram is where I'm really at, you know what I mean? And I was like, oh my gosh, I need to start posting on my Instagram because how did I just fall off? Because I got so consumed in what was going on with TikTok that I totally fell off on my Instagram. Y'all got to keep in mind, let the money keep on flowing. Let the money keep on flowing. Let the money keep on flowing. Yes, TikTok is excellent, but I need to figure out I need to make sure something is flowing from somewhere else. I got a whole website that I got to pay for. So guess what needs to happen? I need to be making money off this website. I got a whole email list that I need to be paying for, and that ain't cheap. And I got 2 of them. It ain't cheap. I got to make sure that money keep on flowing in. So that means I got to stay on my toes. We be just resting and we be just getting complicit. Is that the word? Complacent? We just be sitting there and saying, okay, well, we'll just rely. No, we can't just rely on these things. If time ain't teach us and nothing, it taught us that, is that the way? If time ain't teach us nothing? It taught us, that we need to make sure that we're able to pivot when necessary, right? Pivot when necessary. So let me see. Okay, didn't Shan back away from TikTok? That we did that one. Good morning, Martini Beanie. Good morning, Martini Beanie. How are you doing this amazing morning? I hope all is well with you, and I love you, girl. I hope you come into Atlanta so I can see you. Good morning, cousin. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Excuse me, Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. My no, I don't know what thing that is, but it's hitting. Good Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Y'all hear it rising? It's hitting. Whatever that thing is, it hit. Usually I'm like, can't get it, but I got it. And I got it. I got it. Got it. Got it. Please hit the like button. Yes, yes, and yes. Good morning, Kay the manager. Good morning, Kay the manager. Good morning, Kay the manager. How are you doing this amazing morning? You didn't miss much because you know I'll be rambling. So I was talking about my little TikTok situation. Talking about that one. Yes, indeed. So do not give up. Do not let that discourage you. Just keep on going with the flow. And like, well, I gotta wait 30 days. What I'm gonna do in these 30 days to keep on making money? Because we don't have the luxury to just be waiting on the just like you at work. You ain't got the luxury to just be waiting. Right? I need to be doing something in the meantime. Okay. Yes, I was talking about TikTok and some of the things going on for my live sales. Yes, yes, and yes, I was. I need to get back on Whatnot. Yes, the people already asking for me on Whatnot. I'm like, oh, and I need to get back on Whatnot. I grew my platform because you could get followers and stuff. I grew 200, y'all. 200 people on my Whatnot. They there to buy. Why am I not there? They are there to purchase from me. Why am I not there? And I think the thing was I was trying to find my foot and I was trying to find my place because Whatnot is a very fast-paced selling kind of app. Oh, fast-paced selling app. Yes, it's a fast-paced selling app. So they're there to buy. They're not there to hang out. They're not there to socialize. They want to buy things. And so since I had a servant, well, I was doing my scooping everything live. I had to figure out how, and I still have not yet figured out how I'm going to incorporate it. Yes, the people that were there, they enjoyed it, but I have to figure out how to make it move a little faster so that those people that are just popping in, because they do have people just, pockets of people just be popping in. I got to make it entertaining and I got to make sure that I keep them engaged. You know what I'm saying? And so not just talking. So I need to get back on there. I say all of that to say the girl needs to get back on there because what is she doing too? I do too. Yep. Show up, y'all. Thank you. You got to show up. Big Me says she be exhausted. Let me tell you how much I love you, girl. Thank you. Me, she be in there holding on. She be holding on. She be like, okay, hold the chat, y'all. She's about to take this order. Hold the chat. They do not. They be up late. They are vampires. Yes, come on, Big Meech, tell the people. We are so close to 30K on YouTube. Please subscribe if you have not done so. Make sure you subscribe because sometimes YouTube unsubscribes people, and they do. Like, what are they doing over there? But listen, I think they especially if you have accounts that you're not on, they just think that they're dead accounts and they just swipe them. They just swipe them, snipe them, all of that. Let me see. Let the money keep on flowing. Period, y'all. Let that be your word of the day. Your words of the day is let the money keep on flowing. So yes, TikTok is going, but what else can I do? What could you do on your website? What can you do on your Instagram? What can you do on all the other platforms? What could you do on your email list? Don't let it just stop right there. And you know what I did? I slacked on my email as well because I'm like, I could have just been telling the people that, hey, check us out on TikTok. But no, I did not send them anything saying nothing about TikTok. I just threw a banner up on my website saying we on TikTok. I was like, you know what? You're not using your email list the way that you should, girl. Send out them emails. Send out them emails. That is my message and my word to you. Okay. Kay said facts. The bills keep coming whether you work or not. So put in the work. You might as well go on ahead and put in that work, y'all. Put in the work. Okay. And it's not as hard as you think it is. It may be a little difficult at first, but it ain't that hard. You just got to make sure that you're flowing and you're consistent. And when you're in flow, everything starts working in your favor. And I know y'all might be like, Nikki, yeah, right. What do you, law attraction? If you start working on something, because what faith without works is what is dead. So if we know that we need to have some action, when you start taking the action, things just start coming to you, and they do. And it's not even, I want to say it's not fluff, but that is a chat GPT word. And y'all might think that I got it from chat GPT, but as you can tell, these are all my words. But it's the truth. When you start working towards something, you start seeing everything starts getting in alignment with what you're doing. Everything start lining up to what, start matching your energy. You'll start seeing that. You'll see some things that'll distract you along the way. And that's what it's meant to do. It's meant to push you off your path, but it's okay. It's okay. If you get pushed off your path, just get back on it. Like something happened, just like the 30 days, just like my restrictions, just like my views getting lower, just like me having to appeal. Those things push me off my rocker. And was I pissed off? Extremely. I was pissed off to the top level of pistivity. Okay. I was so pissed off. Like you could probably see steam blowing out my head. Because at the time as soon as I got off the live and I'm thinking I had a great live, a successful live, and I'm sold out, everything is good. And then I look at my analytics and everything. And then I got hit with restriction and I got to appeal things. So yes, I was pissed off when I got off. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to let that stop me, because guess what? You're going back on TikTok. I think I'm going back on tomorrow. I'm going back on TikTok tomorrow, and I'm going to go on all of the platforms. I'm going to go on Whatnot too, but not at the same time, because Whatnot, you got to ship out fast too on Whatnot. And I'm like, I can't play with y'all like that. Can't play with y'all like that. Nope, I need a better song. That ain't your song. That is not the song. I'm going to change it up until I figure out one that sits right in my spirit. That ain't it yet. Okay, like, nope, I need a better song. I have 9 followers on Whatnot. And you ain't even go live yet, see? And you ain't even go live. Now imagine if you go live and you start selling stuff. Listen, the people that sell clothes on Whatnot go crazy. The people that sell clothes on Whatnot go crazy. You don't have to sit there and explain too much. You just have to say, these are the features of the thing, and put the price up there and let it fly. And then however long you have the counter on there, that's it. That's all you got to do on Whatnot. That's how simple and easy it is. Michi don't be playing at all. At all. She do not. All right. So does anybody in the building? I done shared my long drawn stories, right? But does anybody in the building feel like they need to pivot? Let me know in the chat. Do you feel like you need to pivot? Maybe you feel like sales are slow. Maybe you feel like your audience is dying down. Maybe you feel like you need to change up on a product. Maybe you need to change up on an approach. Does anybody feel like they need to pivot on something right now? And I will tell you that the bar that I do live, it was a pivot. The bar that I do live was a pivot, and I'll tell you why. Because I was doing just doing my regular stuff, selling my regular products. And I was like, I need something to get the people excited. I need something that's going to strum up sales, do it while I'm on while I'm on live, strum up sales, and be an extra. It's not extra, really an extra source of income, but just the extra way to get more income, right? To get more revenue. And so I was like, well, let me try the scoops, because I seen the people doing the scoops on TikTok, and they were going crazy. And I was like, well, how can I do scoops for me? So scoops, I did that for a minute, and then I was like, well, let's try this thing with doing the scooping of the sugar scrubs and the body oils and stuff like that. The body butters. Let's see how that works. So that was working. And then I was like, well, I'm on Instagram. This is where I started. I started it on Instagram. I tried to do Instagram and TikTok, but TikTok was not allowing me to be great. Like I would have no people in the room. The only people who would be in the room would be Chantel and Michi and Kay, or whomever was on TikTok. Whoever went to go sit on TikTok, those would be the only people in the room. Right. And so I was like, I got to figure out something. And then I wanted to make sure that I made my bars different from anybody else's bar. Like, what can I do that's different? What can I do that's engaging? What can I do that's going to be provocative and get the people going? And so I started doing the scrubs, the body oils, and now I added the perfume rollers. So just a little something extra. So people like to see their products being made. People like to see that whole entire process, engaging with the people. And one thing that I noticed when I was doing the live sales on Instagram, that's where I started first, right? Is that your customers get into the chat and they start talking about their favorite products. And so that is the best advertising that you can even ask for. You're not asking anybody, you're not paying anybody for their opinion. They're actually telling their truth about what they feel about your products and giving recommendations and all of that, right? And so if that's the case, I have a live reviews and testimonials section while I'm on live, which absolutely works for me. So if you think about it, hey, I'm going to go on live, I'm going to do what I do, I'm going to show up and sell these products, but while I'm here, I got my own cheerleading squad in the chat. You ain't even asked for them. They're just there to watch. They're there to just, watch, have fun, maybe relax. They love the fact that you're scooping or whatever. And they love that. And they're there to relax. But then somebody talks about something and they're like, yeah, girl, I tried this soap because the soap, my son had eczema. And Nikki said, use the oatmeal and honey soap. And I use that oatmeal and honey soap. Girl, let me tell you. And that works wonders for your audience or the people who were on the fence about a product. Because when they're shopping on your website, they're lonely shopping on your website. They may be checking out the reviews and the reviews may be okay, but when you actually hear it and you hear somebody raving about it live and you didn't ask for anybody, you didn't ask nobody to give you that review, you didn't ask for them to speak up about it, and they just in the comment section raving about your products, that's going to make people say add to cart, add to cart, add to cart. So keep that in mind when you say, I don't want to do live sales. Keep that in mind, right? I don't want to be on live. Girl, get your behind, brother, get your behind on live and start selling. Because the people who love your products will be out there in the chat advocating for every single product that they've tried or anything that they love. They're going to be out there telling the people that you are trying to get in to purchase. They are going to help them connect and convert. So think about that. Think about it. You may think just because you feel uncomfortable about it, you don't want to do it. But I'm telling you, figure out a way to do it uncomfortable. Like, do it in your discomfort. Do it. Still do it because it will work. It will work. I miss scoops. Oh, I want to bring them back. Throw something else in there, Boom, throw some new stuff in there. Yes, that might be a great thing. The people want the butters back. The people want the butters back. Nikki, I have a question about master batch and butters. Can I text you later? Of course you can, Martini. Of course. You have access to me all the time. Yes, and yes, you can. I am here for you. Okay, so any questions about the pivot or I was asking everybody, do they feel like they need to pivot? So I'm gonna give you three types of pivots. So the first one is going to be an offer pivot. Do you need to change your offer? And that just may mean, do you need to change like the product? Do you need to focus on a different product? Like, I know me, I focus on my Brush Me Off soap. Like, I have a lot of focuses, and everybody doesn't have the same kind of hero product. So whatever your hero product is, maybe you're not approaching it right. Maybe you need to come at it a different way. Maybe you need to approach it as let me show up as a solution, or let me talk about your problem more. Let me talk about the problem that I had. You know what I mean? Like, maybe you need to approach it differently, and that is okay. You're welcome. That is okay. Like me, I'm going to focus on my oatmeal and honey soap. I'm going to focus on my Brush Me Off soap, and I'm going to focus on my body cocktail bar. Those are my three focuses, right? But I know that my focus on Instagram is going to be my oatmeal and honey soap and my Brush Me Off soap. I'm going to sprinkle in body cocktail in there, but I know that's how my flow is over there. You don't have to force feed anybody anything. You see what the people want, and then you just give them more of that. Right? So if you have to change something and it's like, okay, well, I know that I was singly selling my t-shirts for business owners, but now let me change the offer. Maybe I'm going to do a bundle instead. So maybe I'll make it more valuable and I'll bundle up the t-shirt with some business cards and an apron or a hat or something, right? I'm going to bundle it like that. I think that will bring more value. I think that will bring more business owners to me. And if that's the case, then do what you need to do. Right. But make sure that you do not get left behind. Make sure that you make the change. You pivot and you make the change, because What else is going on? If you ain't getting no sales anyway, and you know that, okay, I just need to change this offer a little bit and I may sweeten the carrot and the people might bite, then do it. We know what we need to do. We just don't do it. How many of y'all know that to be true? We know exactly what we need to do. We know exactly how we need to pivot, but we decide that we don't want to do it because we're lazy, we're procrastinating, we're waiting for the right time, and all of these waiting moments end up being a nothing moment, right? All of these waiting moments end up being a nothing moment, and you don't do anything. You don't take any action. You don't do anything. So what do we need to do here, sis? What do we need to do here, bro? What do we need to do? Right? We need to move. We need to move. So whatever that thing looks like, if you're not selling it in the onesies and the twosies, then maybe we need to bundle that off and bundle that up and make that into something more valuable, right? Sean was talking about this yesterday to us about bringing the value. If you want something to move, don't worry about a price. Worry about the value it brings. So what is it going to do for their life? What value is it going to bring in their life? So talk about the value that is going to bring, and let's focus on the price, right? Let's focus on the price. I'm not saying that the price don't matter, because the price does. The price is the price. So if whatever you price it at, that's what it is. But now, okay, it wasn't moving as a onesie and a twosie. Let me bundle this thing up. Let me offer some value. Let me tell them what this is going to do in their life, and this is going to make their life so much better. And that may be the pivot that you need, because speaking from that angle is going to always get more sales for you, right? Speaking from that angle is always going to get more sales, because now the people don't care about what you have. They care about you solving the problem faster than they would. They care about you actually having something that's going to help them in their life. They care about an outcome that they want, that they have not been able to get elsewhere. And if you're showing up as such, then that is going to make the people want to purchase, right? Because I've been looking for this solution. I've been walking around with this acne for 20 years. Nothing cleared up my skin. I don't care what I try. And then here Nikki comes and I'm saying, hey, try this black and white detox. So this is going to work for your acne. It's going to pull the oils out of your skin. It's going to help you feel more confident. Da 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 da. So here I come showing up with this. They try it and they like it. Try it. You like it. They tried it and they liked it. And so now it's showing results. And guess what? They're happy, because why? They had acne for 20 years and they didn't feel confident for 20 years. Here I'm talking about, I'm going to sell you some confidence because my soap works, because it's going to do A, B, and C. And then they try it and they like it. Guess what? Now I locked them in. I locked them in. So maybe it's just a different approach that you need to come at. You know what I mean? So value, value, value. Okay. And Sean is the value, price, value closer. Okay. So make sure that you're bringing the value, because maybe that's what you need to pivot on. Sean was tired of us, and she's going to continue to be tired of us. Rubbing her head and everything. All right. So next thing, maybe you need an audience pivot. Maybe you're not even speaking to your audience right now. Maybe you need to figure out, what language do I need to be speaking to my audience so that they can hear me and understand me, because these people ain't understanding me. We don't speak the same language. So maybe you need to find new people. You're going to offer the same things. You're going to deliver the same kind of products. You're going to deliver the same kind of service. But now maybe you need to be in front of a new audience. That's what I needed to do. I needed to do an audience pivot, right? Because I was getting traction on Instagram. I wasn't getting as much traction as I was getting on TikTok. I didn't get as much traction that I got on Whatnot, because Whatnot went crazy too when I first went on Whatnot. And so I had to change the audience, right? Because people are going to have audience fatigue. I mean, your audience is going to get fatigued with your content or whatever. But then also, what if you're not speaking to your audience anyway? So now I got to figure out how I can speak to my people. I got to find my people and I got to speak to them, right? So, and then once I speak to my people, what can I offer them? What do I need to say to them? What do I need to say to my people that is going to make them want to listen to me another time? What am I going to say to you today that's going to make you want to listen to me tomorrow? Right? Period. What am I going to say? I got to say something that is going to make you want to join me tomorrow. I can't just be talking at you. You know what I'm saying? I got to be talking to you. We've got to be having a conversation, because that's where people find the value in a relationship, right? You find the value in a relationship when you can listen and understand and comprehend what the person is saying, right? That's where you find the value, not with somebody talking at you or disrespecting you or whatever, thinking that, oh yeah, they're like it. There's somebody that I was following, and I think that, they tell you, like on TikTok, that people be talking rude to people, and they be like, oh, people like when you do that. I don't like that. And it may be a group of people that love that. I'm not one of those people. I don't find nothing cute about it. I don't want you calling me no B. I don't want you calling me like girl. I don't want you doing all of that to me. Like I'm good with a girl. Like, hey sis, I'm good with all of that. But you're not gonna be like, hey B. No, no. Didn't I tell you last time that's not how you're supposed to do it? Who do you think you're talking to? No, I don't like it here. I don't like it here, and I'm not coming back. You know what I'm saying? And so you just got to figure out who your people are. Anybody in the room like to be spoke to like that? I don't. Let me know if you like people speaking to you like that. That's me, audience pivot. All right, well, let's get it, Miss Christina. Let's get it, Miss Christina. Because I think we got it. I think we got it. We know who your audience is, and we just got to start speaking to them. Good morning, Queenie. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Queenie said, good morning, everyone. Yes. Good morning. Very true. I don't like people speaking to me like that. Speak to me nicely. Talk to me nice. Talk to me nice, because the way certain parts of my spirit is made and built, I don't like it. I take it as a form of aggression. And I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. So, you got to find your lane. How you going to speak to your people, and how are you going to build a relationship where I'm listening and talking, and you're talking and I'm listening. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's got to be a reciprocal kind of situation, because if it's not, you're going to be bumping heads, and you don't want to be bumping heads with your audience. You need them. You need them people. Hello? You can't be talking mess to your audience and they don't like it, because who's going to buy your product? Who's going to buy your product? So you got to speak to your people nicely. And I don't mean be fake. I'm just talking about, just having that whole speaking, listening, respect kind of thing. You know what I mean? I need an audience pivot as well. Listen, we got to do what we got to do. We got to do what we got to do. Maybe that's what we'll talk about tomorrow. Audience pivot. Let me write that down, because that was 2 already for audience pivot. So I'm going to do 2 for audience pivot tomorrow. That's going to be our topic. A strategy pivot. Do you need to change your strategy? You got the same business, but you need a new way of marketing the products, or you need a new way of delivering the products. And that's what I needed to do. I needed a strategy pivot, and I pivoted into TikTok. I love it there. I love it and I hate it there. I love it and I hate it there. But listen, I'm going to do what I need to do, because I want to continue to grow that platform, right? And I'm going to do it until I exhaust my possibilities. Okay. And I'm going to be testing my waters everywhere else, but I am going to keep on going. Right. And it's okay to concentrate some of your efforts in the places where you see the growth. It's totally fine, but don't disregard everything else. So if that means that you're posting less on the other platforms, just don't ghost the platform. You know what I'm saying? Post enough to keep the engagement going, post enough to keep the energy alive, post enough so people know that you are still there. Don't just ghost the platform and don't post at all, and they don't see you for years or a year or a month or a week, and they like, where's your girl at? Because I did that on my Bubble Babes University page, because I got so consumed with TikTok and trying to make sure everything was okay with Bubble Babes over there, that I totally didn't post too much on my Bubble Babes University page. I was showing up on Coffee with Nikki, but I was not posting a lot on my Bubble Babes University page. So keep that in mind when you are when you're building. It's okay to focus on the platform that is showing you the love, or it's okay for you to focus on the platform where you're most comfortable, but don't disregard the other platforms as well, because You'll never know when you're going to need them. And do not ignore your email list. Send out the emails. If you know that you're going to go live on a certain platform because that's a platform you like, send the email out to your people and let them know, hey, I don't know what you're doing, but if you're not doing anything, girl, why don't you join me tonight? I'm about to be on TikTok and we're about to do some scoops or whatever, however you speak to your audience, whatever that looks like for you. Just make sure that you're in there speaking to them and don't just ghost them, because it is so easy for you to get laser focused on a thing and you forget everything else around you that that you need to be paying attention to. So either, of course, automation or because if something is happening and you don't know, you may not have automated that system yet. So just make sure that you your customers stay in the loop. Yes, your customers stay in the loop. All right, let me see. Kay, the manager, says, I have a good one. I have one good girlfriend that used the word be when she talks. I give her a pass because she's my good girlfriend. That's it. No, I say it. I do say it in conversation, but I don't want anybody on TikTok be, I don't want anybody on any social media talking to me like that. I don't. I don't. And there's one makeup artist that I love, but he do it all the time, and I'm like, I don't like it. It's too much. It's too much. We doing too much. One or two is okay, but you doing it every sentence. I don't like it. I don't like it. You gotta do better. Okay. So the next one is your strategy. That's the one that we was talking about. So maybe you need to go harder on your lives. Maybe you need to get on live, period. Because y'all not getting on live. Get on your lives and start talking your mess. Start talking your ish. Start popping your collar. Y'all know y'all dope in here. Why y'all not letting the world know how dope y'all are? Let's get it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So maybe you need to go live more. Maybe you need to add a subscription model. Subscriptions be going. So maybe you need to do that. Maybe you need a subscription box. Maybe you need to think about, how can I create a subscription box? Maybe you need to create a ebook. Those are going crazy. Who were we talking? We were talking to somebody and they called them pamphlets. Somebody selling their pamphlets. Listen, if your pamphlets is selling, sell them pamphlets. Okay. Your ebooks and your courses and all those things. If those things are popping, then let them pop and let them fly. Because listen, that could be a source of income while something else is going over here, while your website is working over there, while your email list is working over here. Listen, stop thinking it only got to be one way. We need to open our minds. Open up your mind and see the possibilities. Open up your mind and see the possibilities, right? And if you need to focus on one instead of the 5 platforms, that is totally fine. But remember what I said, if you are going to focus on one, do not disregard the other ones. You may not be on them as long as you are on the one that you're focused on, but do make sure that you give it a little bit of time. Give it a little bit of time, right? So those are the 3 types. And I wanted to just go into a quick little exercise. We got 8 minutes. So I wanted to get into a quick little exercise, and I want y'all to just think about what's not working for you right now. And then if you can, put it in the chat. What's not working for you right now? Do you have low views? Do you have like people that bought one time and they didn't buy again? Do you have people that are coming to your website and they're not purchasing? Do you feel like you're burned out, like you're doing all of the things and nothing is working? Let me know in the chat. How are you feeling in the chat? Do you feel like you have low views? And I can tell you right now, your girl was struggling over there in the TT land. She sure was. Like, there was nothing popping for me over there. Nothing. And let me tell y'all something. Let me share a little moment. I think I told y'all, but I said a prayer the night before I got on. And I said, bring my customers to me, da 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 da. I pray I have a good sale, that kind of thing. And so the first time I went on, it was in. And then the next time, popping. Just because you don't see it in your time, just because you do not see it in your time, don't mean that it's not on its way. That was a word. because I felt that. Just because you don't see it in your time, it didn't happen as fast as you wanted it to happen. I've been on TikTok for years and nothing popped for me like it popped for me last week. Nothing. That's not to say that it, it won't die down. It's not to say that, maybe I hit my plateau. Who knows? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I do know that it didn't happen in my time. And had I gotten discouraged when I only had the 9 people in there and it didn't hit to the 10 people, had I gotten discouraged and I had gotten off, because I'm like, the only 9 people in here are all the people that I know or whatever. I think I had maybe 2 people in there that I didn't know. If I would have got off, I would have never gotten to see the 100. I would have never got to see the triple digits because I would have gave up too fast. I would have gave up right there while I was right at the mark. I was almost there. And I gave up before I crossed the line. You know what I'm saying? I gave up before I did an extra push. I would have never seen it. I would have never seen it. And I would have waited and waited and waited to get back on TikTok. And because I know that my views are low there. I'm like, well, I'd rather go live on Instagram. At least I know I at least have 20 people on Instagram. You know what I mean? At least I know that my audience will, be there. I would have gave up way too soon. And sometimes that's what we do. And that's a message for somebody in here. Stop giving up too soon. Stop giving up too fast because things don't look the way that you think they should look. God don't work in your time. God does not work in your time. It is going to be on his time. And it's going to be in a time where he thinks that you're ready or he or she thinks that you are ready to get this gift that I'm about to get. Sometimes it's a no, sometimes it's a wait because you ain't ready for it. Let's talk about it. Sometimes you ain't ready for it. And there's a lot of things that I'm asking for, or a lot of things that I have asked for that I know that I'm not ready for. And when you get it, it's going to be a curse and not a blessing. Nikki, it ain't gonna be a curse. It's still a blessing. No, it's a curse because you don't know what to do with it. You don't know what to do with it. Now you gotta work super hard to try to figure out how to make this thing a blessing, or how you can fulfill, or how you can meet get to where you need to be in order for that to happen. Right? And so sometimes we got to look at things to be like, yeah, I know that I probably didn't get that at that particular time because I wasn't ready for it. And I know that my sales might have slowed down because I was learning how to use the back end of TikTok. Let's call a thing a thing. Let's talk real for a second, right? I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. I was learning the platform and I was like, you know what? I'm just jump on it and anyway, I'm gonna figure it out. It was a good thing that things started to trickle down, or it was a good thing for it to happen the way that it did, because I was able to see how things come in, how I need to move, where, what I need to do next, and how I can juggle a couple of things at one time. I had to figure those things out. And I didn't have any moderators in the room. I was kind of, I think everybody was there, but then everybody had to leave. I ended up picking up 2 new people and they just ended up just jumping in and just helping me. You know what I'm saying? And so that in itself just showed how God was working in my favor, because it slowed down enough for me to see what I needed to do. Right? Those 9 people or nobody in the room and me loading up things on my TikTok, it was slow enough for me to see what I needed to do. And then when God said, hey, I'm gonna bless you with this, and God blessed me with it, and I seen all these people in the room, now what I'm going to do, my people ain't here, my people are sleeping, my people got a 9 to 5, I'm here by myself. All of these people, I asked for all of these people. Matter of fact, I asked for 50. God done put the 100 people up in there, the 200, the 300, the 400. I'm sitting up there. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? I can't even maintain the chat. What am I going to do? So yes, it was a blessing. And in that blessing, God sent some people to help me to maneuver and flow through that blessing. Right? Because had I not, it would have been like, I may not have had them people coming back. Them people may not have been coming back for me because I'm ignoring the comments. I can't see what they're saying. I'm trying to make products and read the comments at the same time and look at orders at the same time and try to welcome people in at the same time. People may not have come back because they felt like they weren't seen, like I was overlooking it. And some people may do that in their on their platform, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't going to work for me, and I needed something else to work for me. And so God made that happen where Two people I had no idea. Veronica is one of them, and Crystal was another one, and then everybody else was just jumping in, just helping. And so because of that, I was able to have a successful night. Because of that, I was able to have a flow, right? So sometimes we ask for something we're not ready for. And I don't know how we got here, but because I was talking about the exercise, right? But yes, like it happened the way it was supposed to happen for me. And so just because something is not happening for you right now, or may not be happening, you ask for something and you don't see it right now, don't mean that it's not going to happen. Don't mean that it's not going to happen. There's something that I had on my vision board, and I had this thing on my vision board every year, and it's happening this year. And it's happening this year. So I say all of that to say, just because you ask for it and you don't see it happening in your time, give it a second. Give it a second. There's something that you need in order for you to get that thing. Because it's not like, you're not going to get it or you can't get it. It's just the fact that maybe there's some preparation that needs to happen before you get there. Right? There's maybe something that you need to prepare for before that happens. And that is okay too. That is okay too. We want to know everything. We want to be where we need to be. We want everything to be so hot and fast and fresh and microwave and ready for you right now. And sometimes it don't happen like that. Sometimes you got to get ready for something. Remember TDJs, get ready, get ready, get ready. Yes, sometimes you want this blessing. You better get yourself prepared for this blessing. Ask what you're supposed to do when you pray. Act like you already got it. Right? If I'm going to act like I already got it, then I need to know the things that I need to have so I can have it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't be sitting here out here not knowing what I need, because clearly there's some stuff that I need. Clearly, surely there must be something I can learn. Surely there must be something that I can do to prepare me for this thing. Clearly. So if I'm acting as if I already had it, then I need to know if I already had it, then there's some things that I needed. So what did I need? What did I need? What did I need to know in order for me to act as if I had it? What kind of behaviors did I need to have? What kind of things did I need to set out before that got here? Right? Y'all think about it, because we think that we're supposed to have it. How many of y'all think like that? We think we're supposed to already know something. And so we get discouraged when it don't happen in our time. And then when it does happen, we like, wait a minute, I didn't know that. I didn't know that I needed to do this. I didn't know I needed to do that. I didn't know. And then once you start putting these things in place, guess what? You're already moving towards the thing. There's your works, right? You got the faith. There's your works. Now, now we know that it's happening. I know that it's ultimately going to bring forth whatever it is that I wanted. Because I'm acting, I'm moving towards it. I'm moving towards it. I believe that I'm going to get it. I asked for it, I prayed for it, and I prepared for it. So shall it be. So shall it be. So with that being said, y'all, I need y'all to put get ready in the chat. Get ready in the chat. So whatever it is that is not working for you right now, think about the ways that it can work. And if you've been asking for it to work for you, think about, why am I not prepared for this thing yet? What do I need to do to prepare for this thing? Do I need some systems in place? Do I need to change some things around? Start changing those things around. Don't wait until the blessing. Don't wait for the blessing. Act like the blessing is on its way. You just got to prepare for it. Don't you prepare for a baby before the baby get here? We do. Don't we clean the room before the baby get here? Don't we set up the nursery before the baby get here? Don't we wash the clothes and do all the things before the baby gets here? If we doing all that preparation for the baby, then you got to do all that preparation for your blessing, because your blessing is your baby, right? So we got to do the same thing. Prepare for the blessing, y'all. Let that be the word. That's how we're going to close today. Prepare for the blessing. So whatever it is that you need to do to get ready, get ready. Whatever changes need to happen, need to happen. Need to happen. Let's make it happen. Let's make something shake. Let's make something shake, y'all. So that's what I got for y'all today. I hope y'all enjoyed today. Let me know if y'all enjoyed today. Put some ones in the chat if y'all enjoyed today. I do appreciate y'all for listening to me talking my mess every morning. I appreciate y'all so much. If you're watching the replay, hashtag replay gang in the chat. Let us know if there's anything that you would like for us to speak about. We're going to be talking about the audience pivot tomorrow. So yeah, make sure if you want to listen to that, join us, or you can catch the replay because the replay is going to be available for y'all. Make sure if you're not subscribed, I need y'all to subscribe because as Michi said, we are almost close to the 30K. So let's get it. Let's go. Subscribe. Turn on your notifications so you can be notified when we go live. We go live Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for Coffee with Nikki, your daily cup of information and inspiration. And tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Come over here because we popping. And what else? That is all I got for y'all this morning. I will see y'all later. I am in preparation for I'm gonna go live tomorrow. As long as all my stuff come in, I'll be live tomorrow. And I'm probably may do an impromptu live tonight. We'll see. But yeah, so y'all make sure that y'all do what y'all need to do to prepare for this blessing. Because again, we prepare for these babies to come. Let's act like the blessing is the baby. And let's prepare the room. Let's prepare the room. It's a good one. Prepare the room. All right, y'all. I will talk